Don't click off the video. I know. Stag? Really, Alchemist? I know. Let me cook. Y'all just seen that Mythic gameplay. Let me cook. By the way, is Mythic feeling easier to you guys right now? Or am I just cooking good builds right now? Because that looked very easy. Like, the bullet sponges were going. Let me know in the comment down below. Like, literally comment down below. Or is that a bug right now? A bug you don't know about? I wouldn't be surprised. It's an update. Every update, more bugs. But today, I'm giving y'all my debut of Warlock builds. I got like 16 to 19 different ideas written on my phone right now. Literally in my notes for Warlocks. But I'm be honest, you guys, I thought the grenade buff for Warlocks came out today with y'all pets and stuff. I found out they don't come out till October. So some of my ideas cannot be put out yet until y'all get that buff for y'all grenade, pets, whatever, till October. But I will give y'all the builds that I do have that doesn't rely off of that. And these are one of them. So, in today's video, we are using the Stag. Some of you guys probably forgot about this exotic. I know, but it just worked perfectly for this build while I was brainstorming. Dearly Departed is the exotic perk on the Stag, where it says your rift provides damage reduction to allied guardians standing in it, including yourself. The damage resist is 25%. So you take 25% less damage while you're inside your rift. And if you're in a healing rift, that includes you getting healed up while you got that damage reduction, which is perfect. It's like having restoration on with a damage reduction. Then it says grant rift energy when you are critically wounded. So if your health ever get red, you get some bonus freaking class building energy. So if I use my rift right now, right, and then I get over here and get weakened, if I get red health, right, boom, you see how big that chunk just went? It immediately gave me my class ability back. That's what the Stag does. It just gives you 25% damage reduction, and then if you die, it leaves a rift on the ground for you to come back to, or your teammates can use. So you'll be in a team player regardless. Now, the main weapon we're using in this build is Mint Retrograde. Bungie have buffed up some perks that have enhanced traits, and Hashling is one of them. Hashling doesn't make one threatling anymore when you kill an enemy. It makes two when you got the enhanced version of it. So you want Mint Retrograde that's at least tier 4 in this build. I don't know if tier 3s have enhanced perks, but you want at least enhanced Hashling. So you need at least a tier 4 Mint Retrograde. And then you can run bait and switch or slice. We're using class ability a lot in this build because of Stag. So you could do slice if you want to sever an enemy, make them do less damage to you, which I recommend. Or you can go just straight damage and go bait and switch and do some insane damage. But I recommend slice. I recommend slice, make them do less damage to you, because Mint Retrograde already do some dumb damage with temporal blast as is, right? Even though they nerfed it, it still do good damage, guys. I promise. So that's what we're rocking this build. You do not need Buried Bloodline for this build, but it does work if you do have it. So don't worry, if you don't have it, you all good. You can still use this build. But Buried Bloodline give us Devour in this build. Not only give us like grenade ability back quicker, but also every kill we get, we'll get health back. And that just pours to survivability in this build because we are rocking Pure Strand for Warlock. Lastly, we're rocking a sword in this build because I like the idea of Sharp Harvest. When I get light attacks, it gives me special ammo. And since I'm rocking double special in this build, it is kind of cool knowing I got a sword on me to give me that special ammo back immediately. Now, in case you didn't know, Sharp Harvest on the sword only gives you special ammo for your energy slot weapon, which would be Buried Bloodline, whenever you slice to get that ammo. So when I slice get this ammo, you're going to see Buried Bloodline down there is getting +2 ammo every time I get 3 slices in, right? It doesn't matter if I get maxed out ammo on Buried Bloodline, it will not, I repeat, it will not give you Mint Retrograde ammo back because it's in the primary slot basically. So you see I just used that ammo. Now you see we got max ammo for our Buried Bloodline. So if I get slices with the sword, no matter what, it's not giving me special ammo for my Mint Retrograde. I don't know if that's a bug that Bungie got to fix, but yes, it sucks that it don't happen like that. But if you got a primary weapon on, then of course it'll give ammo for your Mint Retrograde. So again, you don't need Buried Bloodline. I'll give you an alternative in the build if you don't have Buried Bloodline. Weapons, you can be whatever you want. I'm talking about in the subclass, so I'll give you an alternative. But your weapon can be whatever you want in the energy slot if you don't have Buried Bloodline. Now, artifact, very important. Make sure you follow everything I tell you in the artifact. We got Overload Sword on, so we can handle Overload champions. We got Unstoppable Sidearm and Hand Cannon on to handle Unstoppables with Barrier Bloodline. And we got Anti-Barrier Scouting Post for Barrier champions with Mint Retrograde. Okay. Second column, you want Threatling Proliferation? I believe how you pronounce it. Where basically dealing strand weapon damage has the chance to spawn a Threatling. I'll be honest, that first part, very slim. Rarely happen. Don't count on it. The second part is the main important part. Defeating a strand debuff target increases this chance. So you kill a strand debuff target enemy, whether they unravel, suspended, whatever, there's a high chance that they're gonna make a Threatling when you kill them. Okay. We got on Tightly Woven, so that whenever we got Woven Mail on, we get plus 20 in our class ability and grenade stat. Third column, you want to have Refresh Thread, so whenever we get a Tangle, and whenever we get a Tangle, we'll get some ability energy for our least charged ability at the moment. And we got Pack Tactics. Pack Tactics is so goated this season, bro. It making that dealing damage with Threatlings increases Threatling damage. And if you got maximum stacks, they stun your Threatling stun unstoppable champions. I believe Pack Tactics increase the damage of Threatlings by 35%. I'll put the damage on the screen if I got it wrong, but I believe it's 35%. Fourth column, you want to have on Energy Acceleration. Energy Acceleration make it that micro missiles do kinetic shockwave whenever hit an enemy. So if I shoot Mint Retrograde at this robot, you're gonna see a kinetic explosion like kinetic tremor happen. You see? And then same thing for Barrier Bloodline, because it is a rocket sidearm. As you get like, there you go, 3 hits in. That's why we got that on, and it does good damage. But the also great part is kinetic damage. So if you have a Tech-Sec armor set on like me, whenever you find an enemy that got a shield on, that kinetic damage that just happens from that artifact perk will do 200% more damage to enemies that got shields on to take that shield off. So you never worry about shields on enemies in this build. And if that shockwave ever kill a yellow name, orange name enemy while you're shooting at them with your gun, they'll do a big kinetic explosion and blind the enemies in that area. So Tech-Sec is the best what you want to have on in this build for this, right? Now we got on Elemental Coalescence so that we can make tangles without worrying about having to do a strand debuff. We got Threaded Blast so we can shoot the tangles with Mint Retrograde, do a big explosion, do some good damage. We got on Tangle Web, so when that tangle we created, it suspended enemies in the area. And then we got on Iron Lord Vigor, which is making that while wielding a sword, because we got a sword on this build, you take decreased damage. It's like 20-25% less damage, and rapid final blows grant you ammo to the wielder. So if you kill 3 enemies with the sword, you get 3 ammo back. So very good, very good. And just show you guys how tanky it actually makes you when you got your sword out. If I bring some boomer knights in here, so I got the knights out, I'm gonna put my riff out while I got the sword on after I turn them on. Pause. But we're gonna turn them on, pull sword out, and as you can see, we got some damage resistance going on. They're gonna kill me because this is just, you know, ridiculous damage, but you see how long it took them while I had the sword out and inside the rift. Subclass. In the subclass, we're rocking Healing Rift. Even though they buffed up Empowerment Rift, I want to be able to heal in this build while we got that damage resist. Even though we got Devour going on, you could rock this with the Devour tech and lower end content, but in higher end content with Mythic and stuff, you want that healing going on while you got that damage resist. And cool fact that some Warlocks probably don't know, and I'm the new Warlock main. I don't know about main, but new Warlock player. If you didn't know, while you inside your rift, not while you inside your rift, any damage that you do with abilities, at least I know my Threadlings do it, get you class ability energy. So if I put my rift out here, look at the class ability bar. Anytime a Threadling deal damage, I get class ability back. And if I kill somebody and that makes hatchling from that and it kills them, I get class ability. So you don't have to worry about are you gonna have your rift back in time. As long as your Threadlings are doing kills, even from your weapon or Mint Retrograde stuff, you're going to get class ability energy back. So that's just a cool thing in case you didn't know. If your Threadlings are dealing damage for you, you will be getting class ability energy non-stop. So as long as you're spraying Threatlings non-stop, which you should be doing with your hashling and stuff, you're going to get your rift back very quick. So yeah, you won't need freaking I'm sorry, y'all seeing stick drift. You won't need empowerment rift to get it back quick. Does empower rift make it come back even quicker? Yes, but your Threatling dealing damage gives you class ability energy. And I tested this on Void and stuff too, with like Child of the God and stuff, and my melee and stuff. It gives me class ability energy back as well. So that's just a cool thing in case you didn't know about Warlocks. Ability damage gives you class ability energy back. So yeah. But it's certain abilities. I know Child of the God do it, Threatlings do it. Maybe it's y'all pets only. I don't know, but maybe a Warlock main out there can look deeper into it. But yeah, Threatlings give you class ability energy back. Like I said, I try to avoid when Child of the God kills somebody, it got some class ability energy back as well. So just cool little fact for you guys. Now, of course, we can't Birth Glad, Arcane Needle. We got Shackle Grenade on because we will be using Mind Spun Invocation in this build. You can run Weed Walk as well. I just chose Mind Spun because I wanted more zone control in this build. So I'll eat my grenade, and then every enemy my Threatlings kill or I kill, it does a suspend explode, so everybody gets suspended in the room. I wanted more of that destruction and control in this build, to be a little bit more aggressive. But by all means, if you want Wolf and Mail on in this build more consistently, by all means you can go Weed Walk. Weed Walk, make it that your Wolf and Mail stay on for like 16 seconds if you keep it on for a certain amount of time. And if you use all three of your melee charges, it stay on for 20 seconds when you get out of it. And this gives you Threatlings as well, perched on you while you're inside of it. You go invisible, enemies won't kill you. It's a get out of jail free card. So you, by all means, you can use Weed Walk over Mind Spun if you don't care about suspending the enemies in a room and stuff. But I wanted more aggression, personally. And then of course we got Weaver Call on, where basically you activate your class ability, you make 3 Threatlings. If you got more Threatlings than that, it'll send out the perched Threatlings as well. But not only that, dealing damage and defeating targets generate perched Threatlings. So if I go to the robots over here, and I just start dealing damage to them, you're gonna see Threatlings just popping up off of me, dealing damage out of nowhere, right from my side of my corner. You see Threatlings coming out of nowhere for me just dealing damage. So you all got Threatlings non-stop in this build with Weaver's Call on. Fragments. We got on defeating suspended targets grant class ability energy. So because I'm doing Mind Spun on purpose and my Threatlings dealing damage, killing enemies, suspending them and whatnot, we got Mind Spun on, so if I kill a suspended enemy, I can get some class ability energy so I can have uptime my rift non-stop with this build with Stag on. We got Threat of Warding for Wolf and Mail on, they'll pick up Aura Power. We got on Threat of Rebirth, so whenever I kill an enemy with my Mint Retrograde, there's a chance that a Threatling get made. Since the artifact says slim chance isn't working unless they debuff by some strand damage, we got on Threat of Rebirth to make it that it's guaranteed whenever I kill an enemy, there's a Threatling happening no matter what, with the artifact or with this on. And then we got on Threat of Evolution that makes Threatlings travel farther and deal additional damage. I believe the additional damage is 33%. I'll put it on the screen in case I'm wrong. But yeah, this is making that our Threatlings are doing the same damage. Making out with the artifact and this on, our Threatlings are doing like close to 800 damage, I believe, which is dumb damage for just one Threatling. So yeah, and if you wonder how we making Threatlings in the build, we got the artifact making Threatlings, we got Weaver Call making Threatlings, we got our retrograde making Threatlings, Rebirth making Threatlings. We making Threatlings non-stop. Our super make Threatlings, it's insane. So Threatlings gonna be doing a lot of heavy lifting in this build. It's ridiculous. And then you always can throw Unraveling in mixed with Arcane Needle. Armor mods. We got on Harmonic Siphon, so we kill Mint Retrograde, we get Aura's Power out there. We got 2 Special Ammo Finder because we want to have uptime on Mint Retrograde ammo as much as possible. So this helping that we get that special ammo meter up very quick. We got on a Grenade Font and a Melee Font, just get plus 20 in our stats for both of them. We got on Focusing Strikes, so now we deal with them for our power melee. We get some class ability energy back. We got on 3 Harmonic Ammo Generations, so that we can get plus 50 for our ammo generation stat for our strand weapons. In this case, it will be Mint Retrograde. So Mint Retrograde got actually 74 ammo generation, not 24. because since we're rocking Enhanced Hatchling, we cannot have on Envious Arsenal for that ammo generation stat. So this helps it out a lot to keep consistent special ammo generation in the bar, so we always have ammo for us for mid retrograde. Lead piece we got on Scavenger, so when we pick up a special ammo break, we get a lot of special ammo for mid retrograde, so we can use it mainly as our primary in this build. Better already, so we pick up an orb, our health start regenerating, and then we got a strand weapon surge on to do more damage with mid retrograde. If you feel like you don't need a weapon surge on because mid retrograde doing enough damage, by all means you can put on Installation, I believe it's called, where you pick up an overpower, you get class ability energy back. Yep, so you can have Stag up, Rift up 24/7. And then we got on Reaper, because we spamming our Rift, might as well make an orb every time we kill an enemy. We got Bomber on, so whenever we use our Rift, we get some grenade energy back, so we can eat our Mind Spun grenade. Even though we got Devour on, you want to get that uptime on it as quick as possible. But Mind Spun stay on for like 20 seconds, stay on for a long time, so you'll get the grenade back before Mind Spun disappear. And then we got Powerful Attraction on, so we can pick up orbs around us whenever we pop our Rift. And our stats, you want at least 160 weapon stat, 200 if you want to go all in, but at least 160 minimum, so that mid retrograde you pick up a special ammo box, you get almost double the amount from that box with Scavenger one, so you always have mid retrograde ammo on you. You want at least 100 class stat on you, and then if you rocking Mind Spun, at least 100 grenade stat. If you rocking Weave Walk instead, 100 melee stat. Okay, it's one or the other, depending on which one you're going for, and the other one can be low depending on which one you're going for. Okay, and if you got extra stats, throw it into the super stat. But that's the full build. I know some of you guys like, why don't you use swarmers? We need survivability in this build, okay? And Stag just meets that fantasy for us. We can get unraveling through throwing our freaking needle at enemies to unravel, and I don't really need a threatling being made from a tangle. We got plenty of threatling creation in this build. Tangles don't get spawned that often. Tangles got a cooldown to them, so yeah, this just made the fantasy better in this build for harder end content. Now if you're just having fun, then by all means take off Stag and go to Swarmers instead. But for harder end content, Stag, fun factor, Swarmers. Okay, anyway, love you guys, appreciate you guys always, and until next time, stay up. And who knows, maybe you could do Weave Walk with Swarmers on, and a regular Rift is enough while you got Wolf and Mail on. But I just felt that gameplay kind of jarring. This felt way smoother for me. I got more Warlock builds to come, but again, my main builds ain't till that grenade update for Warlocks with the grenade stat with y'all pets. Anyway, love you guys, appreciate you guys always, and until next time, stay up.